They told you that you were free. Free to choose, free to dream, free to take a chance. But observe this pantomime, this cheap theater, where your freedom is reduced to clicking on a screen, where your luck is an algorithm programmed to suck away your willpower, your ability to say no. You believe you're playing, but in reality, you're being played. It's a perfect dichotomy. The illusion of control. You're wrapped up as entertainment. They didn't build an iron prison. They built something far more efficient. A prison of acquiescence, where you pay for the key yourself. The real prison isn't the machines or the algorithms. It's your servile acceptance, your silent yes. When they offer crumbs disguised as fortune, you see a welcome bonus and think, opportunity. They see a golden shackle being voluntarily placed upon you. You accept the terms and conditions without reading. That's your signature on the contract of your own lethargy. The perfect prison is one where the prisoner defends the bars, where he argues that he chose to be there, where he invites others to the same cell, because it's more comfortable to believe in the illusion than to face the reality of manipulation. Observe the sophistication of this trap, this sensory theater, built specifically to capture your attention. Every flashing light is calibrated, every sound is orchestrated, every color is laboratory tested. There are no windows, no clocks. Time dissolves into an eternal pantomime, a carefully designed illusion, where you lose track of everything except the next round. They discovered the secret of dopamine. It's not victory that's addictive, it's hope. That's why they manufacture the almost 3 sevens, almost the jackpot, almost financial freedom. Each almost releases enough chemicals to keep you glued to the chair, feeding the machine with your willpower. Your deliberate choice to keep trying. The establishment doesn't profit from your luck. They profit from your emotional math. For every dollar you invest, they return 90 cents in manufactured hope and 10 cents in guaranteed profit. It's a perfect algorithm. You lose slowly enough not to notice, but fast enough for them to build empires. The house always wins because the house doesn't play. It simply collects the tribute of the illusion that you voluntarily buy. You open the app and the machine smiles back at you through the screen. But stop for a moment. Look closer. You don't see a game of chance. You see the perfect reflection of a digital collar carefully fitted to your neck. Every spin, every bet, every almost won isn't luck. It's conditioning, a cruel pantomime, a cheap theater, where you are simultaneously the actor and the audience of your own submission. But if what I say resonates somewhere deep within your consciousness, if these words find an echo in the emptiness you feel after each missed session, then perhaps you are ready for something more. Perhaps you are ready to deny your consent to this charade, to break the invisible shackles you yourself forged, click by click, bet by bet. The choice, as always, is yours. But then something peculiar happens. You close the app. The bonus is there, gleaming and earned. And yet, there's a nausea, a subtle incongruity that runs down your spine like a shiver of recognition. It's the same feeling as waking up from a vivid dream and realizing you were asleep. You should be euphoric, but you're restless. You should be satisfied, but there's a void that the prize didn't fill. This nausea, this inexplicable unease, is not a defect. It is lucidity. It is the moment when your mind refuses to accept the simulacrum, the cheap imitation, of victory that was served to you. It's when you realize you didn't win the game. You were played by it, but you are not a victim. You are a citizen who has forgotten your own worth. The difference is crucial. The victim waits for rescue. The citizen acts. They want you to see yourself as an addict, as sick, as helpless. It's just another sophism, a false argument that keeps you small. I can't stop, you murmur. It's stronger than me. Lie, you surrendered your will, your capacity for choice, to an algorithm that doesn't know your name. But will is not lost. It is transferred. Every click is a vote. Every scroll is a yes. You are not being controlled. You are consenting, and consent can be revoked. The citizen understands that their attention is sovereignty, that their time is territory. that their mind is the ultimate frontier of freedom. The question isn't, how do I stop being addicted? The question is, how do I regain my citizenship? Now observe the masterpiece of manipulation, the theater of scissors, where every choice is a carefully orchestrated illusion. They offer Bet365 versus Betano, as if choosing your executioner were freedom. Poker versus slot machines, as if the tool of your submission mattered. It's a perfect dichotomy, an artificial division, so that you never question the real game. And the most exquisite piece? Play responsibly versus being an addict. What elegant sophistry. What an argument that crumbles at the first touch. Because both paths lead to the same destination, your money in their hands. They don't need to win your love. They only need your participation, your silent acquiescence, for you to continue playing their game, regardless of which side you choose. Because in the end, dear viewer, it doesn't matter which scissors you choose. What matters is that you agreed to be cut. So if you feel the weight of these invisible shackles, if you recognize the artifice, this well-rehearsed pantomime, then stop being a passive spectator. Uninstall, close the app, turn off the television. Pick up a real book with pages that rustle between your fingers. Talk to another human being without a screen as an intermediary. These are brutal actions, movements that break the silent yoke, because reclaiming your civic responsibility doesn't happen through clicks. It happens when you actively deny the consent they depend on to keep you distracted and docilely occupied. But here is the price of lucidity. The inevitable cost of seeing through the veil. When you finally refuse the game, when you deny the consent they so covet, you will discover a bitter truth. You will be alone. Your friends will remain trapped in the charade, in the cheap theater, believing that their stakes matter, and you will be the boring one, the paranoid one, the one who spoils the fun. They'll call you crazy because you see the puppet strings while they're still applauding the performance. This is the loneliness of the awakened. The isolation of those who refuse to pretend the leash is a necklace. Freedom, my friend, doesn't come for free. It demands the highest price of all, the comfortable illusion that you're not alone. Here's the revelation they fear more than any revolt. The system doesn't collapse when you win. It crumbles when you simply stop. Look, all this elaborate pantomime, this seductive machine of lights and promises, depends on one thing, that you keep playing along, that you keep consenting, that you keep believing that this time it will be different. But when you deny your approval, when you withdraw your silent yes, the machine has no power at all. It needs you more than you need it. True freedom isn't about winning their game. It's about refusing to play. It's about looking at the machine and saying, not today, not anymore, never again. And in that moment of denial, you discover that the real player was always you. There it is, that bright screen you caress every day. That digital mirror that reflects not your image, but your chains. It's a perfect simulacrum, a crystalline illusion that whispers promises while devouring your will. They transformed a piece of glass into the altar of their acquiescence. But a mirror, however seductive, is still just glass, fragile, breakable. Only those who dare to break it discover what it means to be free.